Is it Paranoid?
That's what it sounds like.
What's Paranoid? I've never heard of that song. It is Paranoid. It's from Rock and Roll Racing.
Oh my god.
It's actually a very early Blizzard game released on Super Nintendo and Genesis. Yeah, well, not very. I don't know how old Blizzard is, but like from the mid '90s. It's like around the time Blizzard was just getting big. Like Lost Vikings. What was that one game I just played yesterday? It was like a cinematic platformer. That was Blizzard. Fucking Blackthorn, I think it was called.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was just playing that. I was just playing the 32X version of that.
You ever played Diablo?
I did. I played it on both the PS1 and the PC. PS1, it was great. PC, it was just really weird to control.
Oh yeah, it's all controlled with the mouse.
Yeah, it's all controlled with the mouse, and I think you need to hold down the control button or something.
You have to like hold the mouse button to move.
Yeah, and then you have to like... It's so weird. It's like point and click, and it's just like... Why would I do this when, like...
Well, you know why it was made that way? Because Blizzard actually was, like, mostly an RTS...
I guess,
RTS company before
I guess. I guess that would be, like, RTS controls and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rock and Roll Racing, it feels...
like Warcraft.
RTS, Rock and Roll Racing is very much a, it's very much a, what is it? It's very much an arcadey game. So, like, on the surface, it doesn't feel very Blizzardy, but if you look at, like, the character designs and some of, like, the other stuff, it's like, oh, yeah, this checks out. This is Blizzard.
Did you see fucking, I forget who it was, but somebody, like, threatened Kamala Harris?
A lot of people probably did.
They were like, Secret Service only lasts for 6 months. The time is ticking, Kamala.
A lot of people are probably... I mean, that unfortunately happens a lot with political figures.
Yeah, but it was like a big figure that said that. It wasn't just like a random person.
Oh shit! Yeah, don't threaten politicians. I don't think you should do that.
I thought that was kind of crazy.
I'm taking a bold stance. I don't think we should threaten politicians. I think that's very naughty.
The fucking 5-second ceasefire is hilarious.
Oh yeah, where it was... That's weird too, because it's like it doesn't even seem like Trump was like entirely pulling that out of his ass, because there were like some Iranian officials who were like, yeah, we did agree to something.
Yeah, but
it's just like it didn't go all the way up the chain, I guess.
And then Iran fucking shot missiles at Israel again, and now Israel's like, we're gonna kill Iran, and Trump's like, no, Israel, don't do it.
Anyway, hello, Sir Jacob. Hello, Aruz. I didn't even say hello. Because, like, Tyler was just like, is this paranoid? Oh, is this paranoid? By the way, that game also has renditions of Born to be Wild.
I didn't even know that we were live.
Yeah, we are live.
Were we live the whole time?
We were live the whole time. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what our actual conversations sound like, chat.
Yeah. Yeah. It has Born to be Wild. I'm trying to remember the other songs. Oh yeah, Radar Love.
Oh wait, Radar Love. I fucking love that song.
That is a good song. Yeah. The
White
Peter
Lions version.
White Lion did a version of Radar Love,
and it's fucking amazing, dude.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
Like the best version.
Also, the Peter Gunn theme for some reason.
White Lion's a fucking underrated band.
I like the one White Lion song where it's stand up and cry for freedom. And keep the dream alive. I think it's called Freedom.
Yeah, I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah, that's... Anyway, I brought Tyler here. This is not... I didn't bring Tyler here for pleasure. I brought him here for pain.
Vito Bratta. He's a guitar player. He's fucking ridiculous.
Shit, really? I did not... Of course he's gonna have a pretentious-ass name like Vito Bratta. Anyway.
Do I get
Tyler...
the chair?
Yeah, you get the chair.
I get the chair?
Yeah,
oh
you
my
get
god. I feel so special.
You get the chair because fuck you. You're playing this. I saved right before the...
Or do we read the voices?
You can, I guess, if you want.
But have you done that on the stream?
Oh, yeah, I do. I give him a voice like this. Like sort of like,
okay.
Like Alan Rickman.
Allow me to remind the defense, in case hinges on the witness's drawing. If Mr. Wright can't match the shape the witness drew, we cannot accept his claim. I've got to find just the right angle. That's what Phoenix sounds like in my head.
You know what? That's probably the right voice. I just gave him like a...
Maybe I should rotate it vertically.
Zoink Scoob!
Sounds like Shaggy.
Or like Scooby-Doo.
Ruh-roh, Ragsworth!
My favorite voice I gave was Emma. I gave her a voice like that. Just like strung out Valley Girl is the voice I gave her. Zoink Scoob! We gotta... By the way...
I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so you might have to wait a second.
I can, like, pull up a walkthrough, because, like, you have to, like, make it look like the thing up top.
Right, yeah.
I can pull up a walkthrough to show you like exactly what it's supposed to look like. I've done this literally for 2 hours, and every single time it hasn't worked.
What is this, day 2?
Day 3.
Day 3. Trial. Draw.
This is case 5.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's the first game, and it's the bonus case of the first game. I don't know if the other games had bonus cases. Ruh-roh, Scooby!
Ruh-roh, Raggy!
Ruh-roh, Scooby, Tropical Harvey Birdman! Look, Scoob, I understand you're a bassist, but please stop telling people that. But Randy, I am a racist. Scoob, no!
What is it? Fucking rotates. I'm trying to find it.
Okay, so you move with the
Yeah, no, I get that.
You
but
move
I'm
with
trying
like
to
the
figure out
thumbstick, and the L and R are the rotate. Like the bumpers, the bumper buttons are rotate.
Yeah, I know that, but
You can also like use the mouse or the touchscreen on the Steam Deck if that's easier.
I'm trying to see what it's supposed to look like. Evidence room, high prosecutor's
Don't you just love this fucking clown pedophile music?
It's the best. You did this for 2 hours?
Yes.
This music would drive me insane.
Go back and watch my streams. You will know that, yes, it did very much drive me insane. Also this part, also my chat. Man, actually, no, I'm used to being insane. Chat drives me insane all the fucking time.
Is this called the unstable jar? Is that what this is?
Maybe. Yeah. That's right, and I am a lawyer. This is like the music from a PSA that Shay would show me about stranger danger.
I mean, it kind of looks like it now.
Well, you have to be, like, pixel fucking perfect, otherwise it's not going to accept it.
It's not gonna work.
Tyler's dying wish. Yep. No, you gotta do it again!
Make it look like the badger.
I think it looks like the fucking badger. Is that a badger that looks like... That looks... I don't even know.
Make it look like the badger.
Make it look like the badger, Tyler. Now you know. Now you know what I have to deal with on fucking stream.
Here we go.
I felt so vindicated because, like, I looked on the Steam community section for this game and everyone was bitching about this.
No, I had the right angle. I just needed to make it a little more vertical.
If you get this on the second time, I swear to God I will kill you. Your fucking chrome dome head. I can see my reflection in your head, Baldy Locks. I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you! God fucking damn it, Tyler! God fucking damn it! I hate you. Alright.
You're welcome.
Get the fuck out of my stream.
Bye, chat. Bye,
Aris. Get the fuck off my stream, asshole. Alright, let's fucking go. There might be another part later. I'll try and do that myself, but I may need Tyler for that as well, because there's another part I've read that's apparently super bullshit. Alright. Well, is this a miracle or what? Jesus fucking Christ! Is this a miracle or what? They knew how fucking bullshit this was. Rip Tyler, thank you. You will be remembered not by Logan, maybe, but... You will be remembered not by Logan, maybe. Yeah. They knew this was bullshit.
No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the Blue Badger.
No. Okay, so I'm wondering... This is like day 3, part 1. So I'm thinking this might be the end. I'm thinking this could be the end of Phoenix Wright. If so, I will start Evo next week.
Order! The defense has proven the claim. The mysterious Blue Badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Objection!
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point?
What do you mean?
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything. Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar?
I don't even remember. This was like 2 fucking weeks ago. The location? No, that doesn't change. Or, wait, maybe. The murder weapon... The murderer. I'm thinking the murder weapon. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna save. Because I will be damned if I'm gonna do that again.
At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add.
At a very specific angle, I may add, Mr. Wright. Yeah, holy shit. I can't believe Tyler got that on the second try. That's what depth perception gets you. That's what depth perception gets you. He got it in all of like 5 minutes. To be fair, I acknowledge I had a harder time with that puzzle than the average person, but also I don't think, like I said, judging by the Steam community page, I'm not the only one who had trouble with that, so I still feel vindicated.
Yes, well, knowing this, what could she have seen? Where could she have seen the jar? Where? The location of the jar is shown in the picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Well, Lana's desk is in Damon Gant's
office, right? Yes! And there are two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office.
Objection!
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes! Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what this reason?
Do you know what this reason was?
Mr. Wright. Finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. Too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instance, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now, tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? Aha! The set of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Yes! And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes! There is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Another possibility? Of course, the prosecutor would have had no idea, but nevertheless, I don't know if I can go through with this.
Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall, A. Nicholas W. Oh no, you said hi already. Alright. Oh no, wait, no, you didn't. Okay. Yeah, man. Mr. Marshall died because of me? No! Fud. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. What are you saying? I'm sorry, Ms. Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin this crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe you, your insane allegation, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? He's so surprised that anyone would dare ask for evidence. How long have we been playing this game? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If you don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on the testimony. Testimony can count as evidence sometimes. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. Humph. Touche, Miss Sky. Of course, this only leaves us with one possibility. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall died. Did not die instantly. Wait. Fuck.
Oh, shit. It, like, connected to my Switch.
Okay, here we go. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. That's impossible.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
Yeah, that's right. I do think there is, like, a thing that says Emma.
This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth. No matter how painful it may be.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the dead.
Okay. Found in Chief Gant's safe. Okay, it's not this. Oh no, that's a fingerprint. Wait a minute! Is that the one that matches... Hang on. Just seeing that trophy just gives me, like, flashbacks. I think it's this, because this fingerprint matches Emma's, if I remember right. This is the message from the deceased.
Right. Now then, this is the message from the judge.
Oh. Shit, okay. Okay, that's the card. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Oh, did he take that? I don't remember. Hey, Nintendo Vaults. Howdy, partner.
What did it say? Because I...
Shit. Okay, well, I'm glad we saved earlier. That might be the thing that Damon Gant stole from us. Or no, did he steal from us? I don't remember. Thud. I'm gonna try this, see what happens. Oh wait, I can save right here. I will do that, actually. Haha! Even in a game that doesn't support save states, I can still save states. No. There's no way a dead person could tell the murderer's name.
Well, it looks like this is as far as we can go with this. Mr. Wright, you disappoint me. I never thought you'd be the type to let feelings cloud your judgment.
My feelings?
If we overlook the victim's message,
Okay. So I can't just skip it. Bye, Nicholas. This. Okay. Well, I did just save, like, right before this, so I do kind of get, like, infinite chances. So you can... Okay, you can go to that menu there, okay. This? No. Well, it's been a hot last couple... Yeah, same here. My AC's barely able to cool the house down. It is, though, thankfully. When was... Oh. 221 SL9. Wait. 221. So that is when SL9 was. I just couldn't remember. I wonder if the message from the dead... Wait. No. Hello, Renee. How? That wouldn't be a message from the dead, though. Let me try this.
Take that!
Okay. You're good. I thought you were Renee. Shows what I know. Not the cell phone. I wondered if they meant like an actual message, like a phone message. Maybe? Probably not, though. I don't know what else this could be.
Take that!
Okay. Walk through time. I would have given up on this game like several parts ago, but I'm almost at the end, so I'm just like I can't really quit now at this point. At this point, I'm too far in. I just have to beat this, like, using any means necessary to do so. Oh my god, I finally beat that thing. The jar? Oh, okay. So that's what that is.
This is the blue badger from before, right?
Yeah, don't remind me. This is gonna be the other pain in the ass. I'm afraid.
Oh, is this going to just speak to the killer's name?
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would. If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there is a line here, drawn in blood.
Yes, there is a line here drawn in blood. So what you're saying
is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the line changed directions. Precisely so. All you need to do is connect these points. And the victim's message will become apparent. No.
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim have for us?
Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. Oh, I see how it is. Fuck off. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, this might not be, like, so bad, actually.
Oh, shit. Okay, so... Okay, I think I understand, kind of. So you do that, and it looks like an E. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay. Emma? I'm gonna say... that. What do you think? I came up with this message.
Yes. I feel like I'm...
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna have to, because... Okay. I might have to. I think it's gonna be another one of those stupid things where, like, even if you have the right idea, it's not gonna be...
At least this one doesn't seem... This one seems more possible, at very least. What? You have to go over it. Wait, hang on. You have to go over it twice? Okay. Oh, I see. He went over it twice, but he didn't mean to. Okay. Okay, so the E I got right. Okay. Draw a line from there to there. Okay, you got it, boss. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, that is the worst M ever. Okay. I kinda see what that's supposed to be now. Really? Okay. So that's supposed to be the M. What I drew looks closer to an M than an M. What? That's what I did. Okay. What if I... Okay, so it does snap. Okay, so it's not like an accuracy thing. It will just automatically snap even if it is slightly off-center. It will just snap to the right point. Wait, hang on. I want to see if it does something. Oh, wait.
First of all, for some fucking reason, it...
Oh, is that what I did wrong the first time? Hang on. Oh no, I think I did this the one time. Okay. Yeah, no, I did this. Right. Okay.
Take that!
Here we go. Okay. That was not as... Okay, that wasn't as... I think that's what the guy on the Steam community was referring to, and that is not nearly as difficult as the trophy thing. Okay, I was worried. Emma. Dun dun dun. Or it could be... Yeah, it could be EM too. The sequel to EM.
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought I would turn out like this. Emma. Red rum. I mean, Emma.
So this is the final message. Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye.
No. E.T. Call an attorney movie. Yes.
Worthy. Seaworthy? Can I say I didn't warn ya?
Chief Gant!
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor on this case, were you not?
Ah!
Yes, sir. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Objection!
But Joe Dark really is a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I have a afraid that's not important. Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice? What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. What's going on in the prosecutor's office? We might have sent an incident man to jail. How can he just... The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. And this is why trials should not have an audience. This, specifically this. Because this happens. Also, my one instance actually going to a trial, there was an audience of, like, me. Me specifically. I think I was the only audience. I think I've been to, like... Okay, one was a No. One was a rape trial, and the other was a, I think it was like a petty... It was like a theft trial. Like, someone stole a car. Or something. I think stole a car and then hot-wired it. Or something. Well, hot-wired, then stole the car. But yeah. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh! Guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again? Wait, didn't we do this? Okay. You must know the two rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the appeal of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. You don't even know? Jesus! You're a lawyer, you're supposed to know this shit. You can't just be like, duh, I guess. I guess I know the law. I don't know. I just, like, got high in law school. I passed because my parents slept with the teacher or something. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Yeah, no shit. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, You're going to need this book. Him. Guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Okay, what is this? Rule 1 now. Okay, what is Rule 2? Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Understood. Oh, just those two rules. Okay. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay. Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is for the chief prosecutor to sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Eh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting here in that prosecutor seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you weren't to do more? You've got to be kidding me, pal! You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. This means the real killer is still out there. What?
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, this is easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain. You think I may have misplanted manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking, and,
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
a solution.
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth a further witness.
What? There's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. it would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls. The defense calls. Time's finally come.
Take that!
Damon Gant! The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant! What does he have to do with anything?
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime.
I feel we should hear what he has.
I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courtroom. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy. Are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hardball, eh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grin face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Soon. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish.
Both. It's probably both. Hello, Avocado. Kayak Girl. How are you doing? You only know Phoenix Wright from the Marvel vs. Capcom. Shit, what? He's in the Marvel vs. Capcom games? That's awesome. You can play as him? That should be a Phoenix Wright game. Phoenix Wright has to defend Marvel and against Capcom. Or no. Phoenix Wright defends Capcom against Marvel, who's being defended by Miles Edgeworth. It's the crossover we never knew we wanted.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom on Steam. I did not know that, but that does not surprise me. Phoenix Wright is a Capcom character, so seems legit. Which one is Miles Edgeworth? You'll see him in a bit. Son. Oh, yeah. You are aware, of course, that the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is this true? I'm afraid so. The chief police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course. That one's Edgeworth, Avocado. That one's Edgeworth. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry. I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Because it was $5, you think? I'm not really interested in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm not really a fighting game fan. There are people who frequent chat a lot who are fighting game fans. Multiple, in fact, but I'm not really one. But that's cool that it's on sale.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony. Is that where when Doc was arrested?
He was lying on the floor, unconscious. Oh, the sale ended today? Oh, that sucks. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. It's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lana Skye also present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. Oh yeah, the Cube racing game. I should look into that. make a long story short, we slipped up. The power outage didn't help either.
Hold it!
So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right. The Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
What's this about a power?
What's this about a power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden. And I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when the knife went into his heart, though. That's not funny! Actually, it's kind of funny.
Taito drum. I think I know what that is. That's like a rhythm game, right? With like a. No, I'm thinking of that one like weird thing. I'm thinking of like that one weird game on GameCube, I think.
Hold it!
Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying, collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently, he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body, it had already been moved. So that means you found the bodies near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier. It was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes! Anyway, as you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at the office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. Just moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable, no matter what the circumstance. Staring at the witness won't do you. Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record. Worthy. Always the smooth talker. this.
Objective!
Yes! Okay, got it. Gant looks like a character from the Guilty Gear Strive games. Who was behind Guilty Gear? Was that a Capcom IP? I don't remember. I want to say it was either Capcom or Namco. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm unfortunately not very knowledgeable about fighting games. If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this? What's that? And what's that on it? A handprint? What's that?
What's that on it? A handprint?
Chief Gant, your explanation, please. I don't know. You tell me, son. Huh? My dear Righto? Don't you know? Don't you know the second rule of evidence? Uh-oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant in the case of on trial. Tell me, how is that rag relevant on this trial?
It appears the defense was not prepared. Please accept my profound apologies. Would you mind giving the defense another chance?
Well, okay. I'll do it just this once. But only because you asked, Udgay.
Thank you. I assume the defense is terribly sorry.
Oh, I see. So it's... I think I understand now. Who plays fighting games in my Discord? You never see if people are chatting or not. LCX does, Mid-Tier Guard does, Arus does to a degree. Maybe you're in the wrong side. I mean, they don't, we don't, sometimes the Discord is just dead. I mean, it happens. I mean, some members play fighting games, that's not all they talk about. Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah, it's a smallish of a fight thing, yeah. This first, I guess. Your claim has nothing to do with this forgery. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example. That's the list. That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on. This was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Who? Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with this? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do it too. Isn't that right? Righto. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. Okay. Good. That's a good wording of that. Alright, bye, Avocado. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place in the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Oh, actually, no. And Avocado also left, I see.
Understood.
Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
There's a protocol to this shit? We've just been doing this, like, anarchy vigilante bullshit, and now you're telling me there is actually a protocol in place in this universe? Good. So, we've just now established that Phoenix Wright is indeed a shitty lawyer. It's not just that the legal system is fucked. The one time the legal system gets it right, Phoenix Wright still finds a way to be a dipshit. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Indeed. I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know.
All right, Hood Gay. In return, though.
I know. That place, right?
What are they... For all I know, you could have planted them in my office.
Hold it!
I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'd have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped.
Mr. Wright, what are you saying?
Anyway,
You can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you?
if you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when the Rhino's points are found. When the Rhino's prints are found. Yes. If they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in the safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concerning evidence of a crime if concealing evidence found in a court scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, right? It all depends on when evidence was discovered. Are you saying this jar fragment
wasn't discovered in the initial investigation. It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all I know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Right. The chief is talking about a possibility, so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Think about it. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery.
Hold it!
How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember, who was it that murdered Neil? I'm not sure I care for that word murdered.
I'm not sure I care for the word murdered.
But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. Well, now you see. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit. You've reaped from all of this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, that is. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway. Gah! Careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There. It's out in the open now. Udgay, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
Hold it!
Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but it would benefit you. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you've positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe, Chief? Okay. May have helped forge evidence. I'm gonna say either Lana, okay. Ant, obviously no. Meekins, no. Definitely not. Bruce Goodman? Hello, Game Gear Goddess. Hey, Game Gear. Tyler helped me with the thing. With the thing. The trophy. Or jar, or whatever the fuck. The jar of discontent. The criminal affairs. Could be him. Gumshoe? No. Lana? Possibly. Emma? No. Angel Star? Probably not. I'm gonna say either that. I'm gonna say that. Righto, my boy. That look on your face is almost enough to motivate even me to help you out. Okay. Lana then, probably.
Take that!
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant.
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Okay, I was right then. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But, how would you profit from all of this? How would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his pupil. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh, wait. You must mean puppet.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this? That I control Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana! She's keeping quiet with her Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof.
I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Unless that is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Which one would that be?
Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone had been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want to get hurt. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What?
Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious.
Huh?
This is an affront to a higher-ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. That's impossible!
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier-to-understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back from it now.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. All right then. Let's see what Mr. Wright got. And it better be good. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Well, Chief.
I didn't think so. During yesterday's investigation, something that proves looks like you want another one of your boots, Okay.
I see. All right then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. It better be good.
This?
Take that!
No. No.
Take that!
Shit, okay. Okay, well I did make a save not too far from this.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Colonel Sanders did it. I agree. We always knew that man was up to no good.
Take that!
This walkthrough is saying there's still like an hour left. I could, I'm not gonna stop now, but I may stop in like an hour, because I was thinking I would be beating this tonight. I'm now not positive about that. I thought I presented that already, the IDs. Okay. IDs nuts. Got it.
Take that!
Oh, wait. Oh, I see. I see what I did. Okay. Today's Ronnie's birthday. Oh shit. He's not streaming tonight, is he? If he is, we will definitely get a birthday raid when we stop. No, he usually only streams on Thursdays, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Tell him I said happy birthday then.
Take that!
This is the ID card list. Yes. The one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list which we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777-7777. Oh, he streamed with you today. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I did add DJ Ron. I added a couple of other. I did add a couple of extra people to my raid list, like the thing on the Steam Deck. So I do have like a thing for DJ Ronnie now. I also added a couple others. I added Orc War Chief Reviews because he streams now. I added Asilo Gaming, and I added someone else. I don't remember who it was.
And I removed Katsu for reasons. You got him to try Castlevania. He hates it now. Game Gear, please stop poisoning people with your opinions. Stop poisoning people. That's not nice. Go to your room. That's bad. That's bad. You're bad.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777-7777. The same as the remaining ID card number... As the... What? Yeah, as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, the court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? I'm a chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
You're gonna get Dakota to play Castlevania. No! You're turning people against the game that actually is very flawed, so I mean, fair enough. But still. I don't know, like, I would still say it's a game that was good for its time. Like, definitely... I would say, like, Castlevania is at least more... Like what other games were there at the time that were like Castlevania? Like, Ghosts and Goblins? Ghosts and Goblins is even more bullshit and even more unfair. Like, especially the NES version, which is just poorly programmed. So, you know, there's that. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be on you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant. I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? The trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
Objection!
Good for its time. Just a historical museum piece. Yeah, I guess true. I mean, definitely, like, there are definitely games like fucking Super Mario Brothers, I would argue, still hold up today. Like, is Super Mario Brothers the best Mario game? Definitely not. But it's still pretty fun to play. I would say Castlevania 4 holds up. Having played through and beaten the game, admittedly with save states, I can say Castlevania 4 still holds up. That last boss is bullshit, but, I mean, it's the last boss of a video game. I think it's allowed to be a little bullshit, and even still, that's kind of just like a small part of an otherwise pretty decent game, in my opinion.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met with the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
Got it.
Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or, to be more accurate, John Marshall stole it. Or, to be more accurate, John Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filed a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Yet, you are in possession of the report. Which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him. There's no other way the murderer and the Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Beamha 2. I forget who Beamha 2 is, but I gave them a wrench, so I stand by that, I guess. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait! The Chief didn't necessarily need to
accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done exactly that. Sorry, but that's not possible. Oh, because you would need Chief Gant's fingerprints, I would assume. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet, you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it wouldn't have been found on his body. No! Chief Gant, you did it! The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of the Detective Goodman's body, of course.
Man, I cannot wait to stop with Phoenix Wright, because, like, these voices are taxing. Also, this game is taxing, but I digress.
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you. Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you've left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us your evidence. Guess it would have to be this.
Take that!
This is how we move Detective Goodman's body. Parking stub? Miles Edgeworth? You mean? The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. You mean I carried the victim's body? Precisely so. But... oh, wait! Even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day. But you did return. Tell me why. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on that day at the stabbings, I brought this back here. So you see, what you were really talking to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk. Detective Goodman's body was carried out in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation to transport the body to your accomplice, Ms. Lana Skye.
What's going on here? So there's no room for rebuttal in this defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Ms. Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This is not a photo of the body being stuffed into the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please...
Chief Gant, please say something!
I believe your time's up. My
Time's up?
Sorry, Rayo, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for an early bird special. But cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons! Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So you're going to just run away after all of this? Run away? Don't make me laugh. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Ms. Sky dispose of the body?
yes, Your Honor, I do have such evidence.
Then please hurry up and present it. Just remember, you better prove Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, no, wait, no, that's definitely Goodman's IP. Cell phone, maybe? Could be that, or it could be the screwdriver.
this. 'Cause I think Lana's... Or is it? No. Mike Meekins, Bruce, Mike Meekins, Miles Edgeworth. Night, Renee. You're eating some 7-Eleven meal for lunch. They have 7-Eleven in the Philippines? Cool.
Take that! Take that!
Shit. Those are the two. We have just about everything you guys have as far as fast food and convenience stores go. Alright. Oh, shit. I might have fucked myself, actually. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I can just say I have no evidence. That's actually what I'm supposed to do in this case, is I have no evidence. Your 7-Eleven Ani girl video. Oh, interesting. Okay. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. Humph. See, gay. In that case,
This court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
what? Here's a tip: never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Udgay. I'll leave the rest to you.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to the senior office in our nation's law enforcement agency.
What? Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth. Another witness? In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked the right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in the trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is that person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
Can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth. So it's a woman. Lana? The defendant, Miss Lana Scott.
The defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. This game is... yeah. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has no objections.
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now...
Hold on.
Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen, good, Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright. I've got a lunch date to meet. Is he a ghost?
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah! Thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
Chief. He's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe!
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
You mean... oh no. Expired Lully.
Still, looks like we're a whole lot of motive now. Chief Gant's done it again. How's he always? How is it he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, this is not the right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
risks. What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything, too? Emma, are you okay? Yeah. When I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by a terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment with Chief Prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? Follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have to shut herself up deep inside to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see.
Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
Okay. We will finish this next week. So it is 12:38. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. We will end this next week. So tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow I'm not streaming. Thursday, well, actually, first of all, let me find a raid target and then I'll go over my spiel. What's Ryan doing? Oh, he's playing... Oh, no. He's playing genuinely one of the worst games on NES. Quite possibly the worst game on NES. Sean King, how are you? Whoa. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah. All right. Retro Ryan is playing genuinely one of the worst games on NES that I can think of. That, of course, being The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Game Gear Goddess, if you have never played this game, I seriously... If you want genuinely one of the worst games ever made, it is right down there with Tasmania, Karate, Mortal Kombat 3. I think, has AVGN covered Rocky and Bullwinkle? He must have. That game is just pure garbage. It looks kind of good, but it is pure garbage. There was also a Genesis version, which I hear is just as bad, if not worse. Anyway, go raid Retro Ryan. Tell him I said hi. And tell him I said I'm sorry he has to be playing this. Anyway, Thursday, Artanelico. I'm thinking when I may talk to mid-tier about this, but I'm thinking after I finish Phoenix Wright on next Tuesday, I may, for the time being, I don't know how long this will take, but I may just dedicate Tuesday's time slot to Artanelico as well, just so I can finish the game a bit quicker. The question is, I'm not entirely sure how quick that would end up being. But I'm thinking I may just make both Tuesday and Thursday Artanelico after I beat Phoenix Wright on Tuesday. Saturday will be Romporee. That is where, of course, the patrons, or the my members and people who donate super chats can request any game for me to play. I've already had a couple of requests from Game Gear Goddess, so I will be doing that. I think I did, right? Yeah, I'll have to write those down on the list, but I'm pretty sure she's requested a couple of things. Sunday, I will be playing... Oh, yeah, actually, one of those is... Oh, shit, actually, Game Gear Goddess. That reminds me, is there... That actually reminds me, do you happen to know where the... Is there a patched ROM of Adventures of Little Ralph? Because I looked and all I could find was the IPS file, which I can do, but also I'm not 100% sure how you patch a... Can you patch a PS1 game the same way that you patch, like, any other game? Like, first of all, can you patch a CHD file? Because I would have to assume by this point the version of Little Ralph that I have is an ISP, or is a CHD file. And two, what would ideally be easiest is if there is a, like, an already patched ROM of Adventures of Little Ralph. But regardless, I do want to play The Adventures of Little Ralph for PS1 on Sunday. On Monday, we already went through the 32X library. That was pretty fun. I found a couple of interesting games. This one, I think I'm more familiar with the Virtual Boys library. I mean, it's like 20 games. AVGN covered most of them, and then the rest have been covered by people like Scott the Waz and Retro Pals probably. Oh yeah, Retro Pals did go through the Virtual Boy library. There is one game that I have yet to see, really. And it's a game that was never released. In this case, I am going to cover prototype games because there's like 20 fucking Virtual Boy games. Otherwise, the stream is going to be like 2 minutes, I think. I'm also probably going to bump the timer back up to 7 minutes just for this one time because, again, not a lot of Virtual Boy games. So I may as well just spend a little bit of extra time. Or hell, I could just forego the timer entirely on that one. Honestly, again, like, there's, like, not a lot of Virtual Boy games. I may as well just see if I can, like, spend some extra time with the Virtual Boy. And then Tuesday, I will be probably beating Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the PC. You'll talk about classic games again on L Talks. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Always super appreciated. Special thank you to my members, Arus218, LCX, DJ Ronnie G. Happy birthday, DJ. Verducci Man, Jeremiah Thomas, Yasuke Supreme, Mazin Power, and Omega Ace Gaming. And thank you to everybody else for joining tonight. Thank you, Arus218, Avocado Kayak Girl, Beanha2, Game Gear Goddess, Nicholas W, Renee W, Ron Jones, Sir Jacob, and Vintendo Vaults. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Good night, and thank you for going to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.
It's the outro, and here's the outro freak. Ready freak of into presentation, sweeping the nation, doing his thing by way. If you wanna see more of me, become a member, watch some movies on LD and Cinema, play some games on Rum Roulette and request to be part of the community. Join the Discord, talking about games, music, rum requests, and more. Join now. That's all of the plugs that I've made. Thank you all for watching. Now let's raid!